King Samuel Crypto Circus.
What the? King Samuel Crypto Circus. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
King Samuel Crypto Circus.
Sir, you check that out.
I won't forget. The baby trying to have a threesome with Shanti and Bacon Baby.
Anti-Jesus dude. You know what I
That's
mean?
only like 75% true.
Bitch, that's only like 25% true. Yo, if you want to serve Jesus, that's cool, man. Go serve Jesus. Lay at his feet. Suck his dick. All that shit. Stick your finger in his fucking asshole. I don't give a fuck, man. If that's the shit you want.
We here. It's the 22nd, 23rd, some shit like that. December 2021. Man, what a year's been. I started crypto mining. I want to say, I don't remember exactly, but I'm thinking May of this past year. I bought my first gaming PC from a local computer store with a 5600 XT in it. That was my first damn card, all of that shit. And now that thing, I stripped it down, slapped about 5, 6 more cards on it. Hold on real quick. Motherfucker dude. What the fuck? What the fuck this bitch doing? These motherfuckers running up on me, man. I don't trust these goddamn motherfuckers around here, man. Bad. It's time for me to get the fuck out the hood, boy. You just never know, man. You don't never know what the fuck going on when people just run up on you real fast. You got to be cautious because you just never know, man. People, they smile and want to be friendly, act friendly, but that's just to get you to get your guard down. You know what I'm saying? So they be on some sucker slick shit, but we all good. So my crypto journey, I've paid off my first cards. All the cards I bought in May, even with the inconsistency of my mining, like switching pools and switching coins and blah, 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 and being down for periods of time and shit like that. All my rigs are paid for in my eyes. Now that they're in my possession, because none of them have been on credit cards. And even if they were on credit cards, those cards been paid off. So everything that my farm does now is all profit for me. But just looking back over my journey, I was talking to my homie, Unknown Crypto, the guy that's been sending me the useful content, the educational content, the more appealing content, especially to the new miners, the how-to videos showing us how to get into CPU mining, how to use unminable, how to GPU mine, how to build miner rigs and things of that nature. Unknown Crypto, I've been talking with him, and dude just been like, the dialogue and stuff and the different ideas he's doing and things like that just been helping me open my mind, open up my perspective. So my mind is all over the place. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Very, very, very excited. But 2022, I wanted to end 2021 with 1 gigahash of power. And as of right now, today is Thursday, and the 1st is next Friday. And I don't see no way it's going to happen. And it's all good, because I'm still above 800 mega hash on Ethereum. And I got about 10 right now on Raven, but I also got other shit going on. And I got some cards that haven't came out the shop just yet. And so when they come out the shop, it's gonna boost up my Raven Coin and my Ethereum Classic. But I don't know, because I might still contemplate. I think I'm gonna sell some of them shits. I think I'm gonna sell a lot of my 4 gig cards, which brings me to what I was talking about with Unknown Crypto and just selling pre-built rigs, especially for like people that's trying to get into crypto mining and they don't necessarily know everything. But I'm coming from an approach like listening to what he was telling me or whatever. Now my mindset is thinking more so. I got some stuff, some old computers, motherboard, CPU, RAM, power supplies, and some 4 gig cards. I can sell it as a package to somebody that's trying to get into the game, right? And just tell them straight up, look now, this ain't no goddamn, I ain't handle you $1 million fucking machine for the low. If you really want to learn the game, you're going to get in here and you're going to learn the game. You're going to learn with these 4 gig cards. You're going to learn, you know, which coins you want to go after. How do you want to go after them? It's so many ways to do this shit. You got to really take your time and approach it like you eating an apple. You eat an apple, you got to clean that motherfucker first. Come on, somebody. Huh? You got to wash it, huh? Come on, somebody. Get rid of the oldness, the bad habits of it, huh? The taintness, per se. And then you figure out what coin you want to mine. You gonna go on nice ass? You gonna use unmineable? You want Raven coin? You can do Raven coin straight from Rave OS and mine directly to 2 miners pool and do it for free. Don't charge you nothing. Or you can go in Windows and you know, use Windows as your operating or whatever you want to call that shit. I'm not a Windows dude. Everything I do, Hive OS and Rave OS. All my Rave rigs, for the most part, well, moving forward, I'm jumping all back and forward, but moving forward, I'm gonna have all my rigs on Hive OS because for me, that is the most simplest way for me to do. I don't know why I keep saying for me. I'm the only motherfucker talking. It's very easy to manage. And I hate Windows, and I don't want to learn Windows. I don't want to devote the time to learn Windows. There's other things that I want to do. I just got this microphone called the Doubler 2 that allows me to sing MIDI into my computer, and then I can play any instrument by singing. So I can make piano tracks by singing da 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 da, some stupid shit like that, or bass tracks, drum tracks. So I'm slowly learning that software so I can make my own music to back up, put on my show and do the skits that I got in my mind. Because I got all these dope ass skits, but it takes like particular types of music or whatever to go with it to make the shit really work. So anyway, I don't know why the fuck I got into all of that, but just over this whole journey, I've seen since May when I started first mining Ethereum. Today, I don't even own in my possession $100 worth of Ethereum. And my rig, my first card is paid for. Matter of fact, my first 2 cards, if I'm not mistaken. If it ain't this month, it'll be next month for sure. It'll be paid for. But I didn't really keep track of it. When I say paid for, I mean the same money that I put in is regenerated it back. Actually, my first rig is paid for because of that run up. Yeah. But my farm is to the point now where if I literally just wait the whole month, don't sell nothing, don't cash out nothing, wait the whole month, that deposit is enough for me to cover my electricity bill, my internet bill, and purchase 1 or 2 cards in line with the vision and the path that I have to expand my farm, whether it's 6600 cards or a 3060 or 3060 Ti. I could either get two 6600s or a 3060 Ti, depending on if I can catch Zotac at the right time. You know what I'm saying? I get one there. But, so that means the end of January, February, I get a card, right? We'll say the end of January, I get a card. The end of February, I'll get another card. But March, I can start going back to 2 cards. And then depending on where the market is, you know what I'm saying? If the market is in the shits and people are selling off, I'm going to really expand my shit. Really expand my shit. Because I'm in it for the long haul. I'm in it for the long term. And then I was watching this video on YouTube by this guy, Son of a Tech. And he broke this shit down in a way that just made so much sense. And I started looking at my farm in a whole different way. And there, DJ Mines, he was doing some shit. That dude got a whole lot of money. But anyway, I'm a little jealous of his ass. Because that motherfucker got stupid ass money to just dump into this shit. And he got, anyway, that's neither here nor there. He was talking about writing it out on a whiteboard. He said he had to pull out a whiteboard and write out all his GPUs so he can keep track of them. And I took what Son of a Tech said about the GPUs are like little companies and shit like that. And I took what he said and I thought to myself, you know what? I pulled out my whiteboard and put this out and I'll show you. It ain't all the details, but it is some of them. And I mapped my shit out. Let me see. Oh, I can't turn my camera around. But, see? And shit start making sense. Just like that. Just like that. What's going on with you? And so, like, now, looking at this shit, it's like, everything is pieced together. Everything is making more clearer sense. And, you know what, hold on. All right, so this is what I was talking about. My GPU situations. If I look at it, how wealthy people invest, they'll buy a house, a property, a single family home that generates rent. And they work their way up, and then they'll buy a quad. And then they'll get then they just keep building on up until they get into multifamilies and shit like that. So if I take the decimal and move it, instead of me having a house that's $500,000, I got a GPU that's $500. And instead of me getting paid $1,500 a month for rent, or $1,500 a month for rent, I'm getting paid rent $1.53 a day. $1.53 a day. So the investment dude, he started out with one house. And then over time, he started building and getting and expanding his portfolio. So if he built his portfolio off of multiple houses, I could bring my decimal down. Instead of me having to do going out, finding a house, seeing what the renovation cost is, and blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? Closing costs, attorney fees, credit checks, borrowing money, woo, woo, woo. I could buy a GPU. And again, I move my decimal. I might not be making the thousands a month off of one house, but these add up. $1.53, $1.62, $1.78, $2.18, $3.02, $2.57, 70 cents. $1.53, $2.21, $1.65, $1.19. That shit accumulates. And if I got multiple of each of these cards, you know what I'm saying? Like 7 here, 10 there, 29 there, a million there, 52 billion there. Then this number goes up. And I'm like, yo, that shit made so much sense. When Son of a Take told me how the wealthy people do the houses and shit and build their wealth and view the wealth and shit, and then DJ Mine said he had to write out his GPUs on the whiteboard so he can keep track of it. I took both concepts and I made it work for me. And so now I got a perspective on my farm and how I'm gonna grow and expand my farm and see how my money's coming in. I would love to get some more of these, but moving forward, I got to get out of this series and get into the 6,000 series. So what am I going to do? I'm not going to go with the 67s. I'm stepping up to the 68s. But for the immediate time, until my farm is able to purchase a 6,800 every month, I'm going to rock the 66s. And if I catch the 67 XTs on a good day, I'm gonna give me some of them. Huh? And then I took a sacrifice to build my farm by getting behind on my bills. So starting the year off, I'm gonna get that caught back up, right? And then coming out of the first quarter of the year, when I'm back to being able to buy cars out of my pocket, I can match what my farm does with my pocket and build my 3,000 series, my 30 series moving forward, so I can expand my farm into flux. And then also I've been looking at, how am I going to expand my farm? I haven't written it out just yet, but I know I mine Ethereum. I'm going to keep very little of it, but I mine Ethereum and I cash that shit on out to expand my farm, to put into Cardano, to put into other things. So moving forward, what am I going to be mining? Flux, Ravencoin. Those are the two projects that I'm interested in. Those are the two projects that I want to support with my GPU power as of right now. I don't know about Firo. I haven't gotten into that. I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but for me and my farm, it's going to be Flux and Raven. I believe Ravencoin in the future, Ravencoin, but right now, that's going into something different. But anyway, so then I took the same concept and started trying to figure out this power situation. And now it's making sense. Mathematically, if I got a 15 amp breaker, if I'm trying to figure out how much power can I pull for a rig as I'm building up like a 6600 rig, I know right now all of my 6600s, I know how much they pull, and I can put them all on one power server, on one 1200 watt power server, and I still got a lot of room to and be good. So as I'm trying to expand at my house, at where I'm renting at, and not putting in a PDU paying for renovations, because I know I'm more than likely I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty fast. How do I maximize my power consumption? So I made a post in Brandon Coin's group, and after reading all the comments, I finally understand the equation. If I got a 15 amp breaker in my house, I multiply that by 110, which is the power draw, or if it's 120, then that's the power draw. 120 watt power, 120 something, 15 amps at 120 volts. These are volts. You take that 15 amps times 120 volts, then you take that number and you multiply it by 0.8. So I'm 80% of the maximum. So these two numbers is the maximum wattage. For me to stay safe, I gotta be 80% use of max watts. So from this number, 80% of that is the total of these two numbers, 15 amps times 120 volts times 0.8, which would give me the 80%, which equals 1,440 watts. So I know on a 15 amp breaker, I can't go more than 1,440 watts drawing. So I got two 20 amp breakers that are on 120 volt.
So I could do 1,700 watts, which means realistically, I can put currently my 6600s and my and this rig, my bad, my 6600 rig and this rig, I could put on a 20 amp breaker, and then my 5000 series is just gonna keep that on its own separate breaker, and then my 30 series, I got a separate one for that. But but moving forward with Raven Coin, I gotta, as I transition, I gotta build this out because I want to be heavily in mining in Raven. So I gotta get more 6600s to mine Raven Coin efficiently. And just before ETH goes away, I'll get rid of these 5000s. Starting out the year, I'll get rid of them. Start slowly getting rid of those 5000s. I'll start off get rid of the 580s. I'll let somebody else use them shits to mine Raven Coin, and I'm just gonna go more energy efficient because getting rid of my 580s will allow me to even my 4 gig. It'll free up the amount of 580s I have. I can that same amount of mega hash and power consumption, I can get not six, what am I saying? Because I can get 3 more 6600s than what I got in my 580s. Damn, I said that's so weird. But, man, I think it was kind of good to get that shit out my system. Even if it didn't make a lot of sense to anybody else. I'm going to watch this shit, and it's going to make a lot of sense to me. But, man, this shit is cool. So, when I move to my building, I can get... most house panels are like 200 volt panels, or 200 amp, When I move into my building, I already know I need to go to a 400 amp panel. I'm going to a 400 amp panel to expand my farm. And I'm doing it the most efficiently way. Again, I'm going with the 6000 series and 30,000 series. Y'all can have the Alpha 2000s. Y'all can have all that other Who Shot John shit. That's for me in my house. Oh, Shabbat Debo, TK say time. 3060 Ti's, 3070 Ti's. I might, if I catch a 3080, if I catch it on a lick, I might, but I'm not going after them. I'll take all them 3060s, 3060 Ti's, 3070s, 3070 Ti's. I want all of that. Yes, sir. So I'm just excited to be able to get shit more clearer. Man, that felt good saying that shit. It's like, man, my brain just I felt like a space of real estate in my brain just opened up. So what I'm gonna need to do, I gotta figure out a way to mount this motherfucker. I don't want it on the floor. I need it up high so I can use right without having to bend over and shit. And I think I want another one. Probably like 2 more of these shits. I start writing this shit out. Ooh, man, I become like a mad scientist of my own thoughts. All right, y'all. I appreciate whoever the fuck watches my show or watches this channel. You're not gonna get no professionalism just yet. Not until I get me a partner that does that shit, editing and all that shit. I keep forgetting that I'm holding the camera this way and it ain't on me. What's happening there? What's going on? It's another episode of King Sammy Crypto Circus. God damn it. I just got back from the club. I'm fucking fucked up. Just a little bit drop, a little bit high. That's all good. In today's video, we're gonna talk about goddamn taking a break from the crypto shit. Sometimes you just gotta take a break from that shit. Take a break from trying to maximize on the most mega hash you got and the least amount of watts and shit. Sometimes you just gotta step away.
Spend a little bit of the shit that you earn and treat yourself. Have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But this is King Samuel Crypto Circus. This shit gonna be weird as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna make it do what it does and not what it don't. You heard?